All right, boys, here we go. The little stretch before the playoffs. Now, our stretch from last year, remember, we almost didn't make the playoffs, but I think we've already clinched the damn playoff spot. 50 wins and 16 losses if you add it all up. That's unbelievable. I mean, look at this. You saw it in the last video. I'll just do a quick recap before we simulate to the playoffs here. But we have 103 points with the New Jersey Devils. And you guys were saying, oh, okay, Kovalchuk shouldn't be on the first line. The second line has three playmakers. You're going nowhere. Please, Joe Thornton and Kovalchuk have 100 points combined in just Kovalchuk's goals and Thornton's assists. I haven't even seen Thornton's goals and Kovalchuk's assists. Those guys are clicking. Those guys are clicking, all right? So, the trade deadline's right here. And what did I say? There was three players that I wanted to get rid of at the trade deadline. We already got rid of Lyles, and we picked up that guy who McDonough, I believe, from Columbus. Columbus GM is horrible. That's 2 years in a row now they've just given me, and I mean back to the Edmonton franchise, where they've just given me horrible trades for them. This guy is 27. They wanted Lyles, who's 34, but whatever. I took it because you know what? A two-way defenseman, he can replace Ballard. So in maybe next year if he's better than Ballard. So it's a good pickup for us, but we're not going to put him in right now because why touch our team? 15, 13, and 3. But there are two players that I want to trade at the trade deadline. So we're going to simulate right up here to the trade deadline. Scouting assignment. Yeah, hang on. Let me just send my scout back out. We were scouting the QMJHL very heavily. Yeah, well, ooh, this guy. Ooh, he's an American. 7.5, 8, and 8. This guy could be good. Let's see what his name is. Brendan Shea, center. All right. Might have to pick him up. All right, so where was it? Where is Brendan Shea? There he is. All right, so 6 weeks back in the QM. All right, so we're going to go to the trade deadline now. Oh, yeah, okay. I have to simulate the day. Sorry. Trade negotiations. Here we go. All right, so remember how we picked up Robin Regeer? That's why I picked him up. I know he was been playing in the minors or whatever. It's because someone sent him down on waivers, so I'm going to take him. He's a good asset. 34 years old, but he don't need him on our team. We have enough defensemen. But look at his trade value. It's almost it's about 40%, 35%. We could probably get a first-round draft pick for him. So hang on. We're going to trade Regeer. Who else did we want to trade? Let's go all skaters and search by age. Thornton's 35. Let's see if his potential's got worse. We'll quickly look at him. He's still 92? No. Okay, so he started off the D, but he's still 92. Still kicking it, so we're going to keep him. Regeer we're going to get rid of, and Boychuk. That was it. Regeer and Boychuk. Who else? Is there anybody else? No, it was Regeer and Boychuk. Okay, so what's Boychuk's trade value? Boychuk doesn't have the greatest trade value, but he has enough that I might be able to get a second out of him. So I'm not going to put Boychuk up just yet. We'll do Regeer, and then I don't need my 7th and 6th and 5th. Oh, 5th for this year, right? So it'll be Regeer, 7th, 6th, and 5th. And hang on. So this year I have a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd, so that's good. Next year, my last year, I don't have my 1st. The year after that, I have, Jesus, I've traded away everything. The year after that, I've traded away everything. Okay, so, and then 19 and 20, I have stuff that's good. Okay, so, because I've traded away these draft picks in these further years, it's time to do some rebuilding. I know we're a good team, but this is, watch, you'll see what I mean. So, we'll do from the 2018. Okay. So, Robin Regeer is a defensive defenseman, so we're going to quickly look for a team that wants defense. Buffalo. No, he put him on waivers. Do you think? Let's see if we can get him back from Buffalo. All right, so Buffalo, we're going to go down to 2018. We'll get their 1st and their 2nd from 2018. Okay. Regeer looks pretty good. I'm going to add one more draft pick to the just a 7th next year. We don't need the 7ths. So let's see if this goes through. Regeer, 7th, a 6th, a 5th, and a 7th for the 2018 first overall draft pick and the 2018 second round draft pick from Buffalo. Let's see if it goes through. Yes, it did. I doubt anybody will think that Buffalo came out on the short end of this stick with this trade, so it's a done deal. I think it's hilarious because I think Buffalo, he could have been traded, but I think Buffalo was the team that put him on waivers, so stupid computers. Whatever, though. It's not my fault. Who has roster changes? your AHL lines have the correct number of players on them. Not all of, okay, sorry, best lines for AHL. Don't worry, that's just AHL. Now we got to trade Johnny Boychuk. But look what I did now, boys. So we have this year's worth of draft picks, right? Next year we don't have our first, but we still have our second or third, all that good stuff. 17, we don't have anything. But now 18, just like we didn't have anything before, but now look, 18 we have a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth. 19 we have a first, we don't have a second and a third, that's fine. And 20 we have the full value. So even though we traded those firsts earlier in the career, I'm starting to get them back now. Even though we don't have to have those years, remember what I said. You guys are going to be grading me at the end for how I left the franchise. I can't just use all the draft picks because then you kind of condemn yourself for the 10 years after the 5 years. So I'm going to make sure that I keep this team good for the future now, for all time. I'm the general manager. That's right. You're always thinking about 5 years ahead, even on a 5-year plan. All right. So maybe for Boychuk, I could use... Let's get a 2017 second. Let's try to get a 2017 second out of somebody. All right, so Johnny Boychuk. And what kind of draft picks will we add to this? Hang on. We had the fourths. We're going to keep the fourths here. A bunch of sevenths and sixths here. The 2016 sixth, the 2016 fifth. Okay, well, the fourth we'll keep. The 2017 seventh and the 2017 sixth. All right. And we're going to go for, we need another team that needs a defensive defenseman. Go with Vancouver. 2017 second overall pick, or second round. Yeah, okay. So they should accept that. Nothing special. I'm going to add a fourth in as well. If they don't accept this, I'll go back to the exact same trade and I'll do it with Vancouver, the second by itself. But let's see if we can squeeze a fourth out of them. Here we go. No. We're not willing to absorb any more one-way contracts based on who you were offering. Okay, so I'm actually not going to even go back to Vancouver. Actually, you know what? I'll go back to them one more time. Hang on. Let's see if I could just wheel and deal with them here. 2017 second, yes, and a 2017 fourth. Because they didn't say the trade was bad. They said that they didn't want to absorb any one-way contracts. So I understand that. That's towards salary cap. They want some salary cap available. So even though he only has one year left, it's a pretty good deal for them. But hang on. Okay, so Boychuk and then all the draft picks. Hang on. Give me a second here, boys. Wheeling and dealing. Wheeling and dealing. That's the name of the game. See, the thing is, you could do this in real life, but this would require hours upon hours upon hours of negotiations. And it's just there's not enough time in the world to get it done. Because general managers, they have travel, they have so much to worry about. I'm at the benefit where I'm just sitting in a chair here and I can just press buttons and try it out. But Brian Burke, he's one of those guys. You know what? I won't get into it. But Brian Burke, awesome GM, awesome. All right, so Johnny Boychuk, 7th, a 6th, a 6th, and a 5th. And we're going to add one of their players. We're going to find the worst player on their team with a one-way contract. Okay, so years left. It has to have 1 year. And he has to be a dressed player. So hang on. No. Actually, can it be a Duco? Let's try this Duco guy. One way. Yeah. All right. So a second, a fourth, and Duco just because he's a one-way contract. Maybe they'll accept it. For Boychuk, 7th, 6th, 6th, and a 5th. See if it goes through. Yes, it did. Okay, so there it was. It was just because of the one-way contract. They didn't want to accept anymore. So there you go, boys. My God, I'm getting a runny nose here. Okay, so we traded away Johnny Boychuk and that other... oh, my God. Who is that other defenseman? Oh, why am I forgetting? I'm an idiot. Whatever. I can't even remember right now. And we have right now, we have still McDonough, who I can't move down to the second. I can't move down to the minors because of his one way. He'll have to clear waivers. But he's just going to stay as a healthy scratch for us. But what I like what we did here, if we go to AHL lines, just do best lines here. And it's all done in the first hour. 4 phones is awesome. Okay, so now I'm getting a bunch of trade offers here. Unless they're draft picks, I'm not. Nope. No, you want Zajac, Gardner, and Jansen for Como, Franz Nielsen, and Martin. Are you crazy? Are you on crack? I'm not on crack. Are you thinking I'm on crack? That ain't never going to happen. Zajac and Foligno, nope. Oh, there's our timer. We'll finish the trade deadline, and we will finish the end of the season. We'll do a season wrap-up. That way we can start the playoffs on a new video. And we are going to make the playoffs. Even if we lost every game in regulation from this day to the end, we still have 103 points. We're making the playoffs. Keith Ollie for Boschman and Jackman. Nope. Get out of here. Get out of here. But this is what I like, boys. Watch, I'll show you what I did. So I traded those 2 defensemen, and this is what I got. Doesn't look like I did anything, but now for this year, I have a first, a second, and a third, a fourth. Next year, I'm missing my first, but I still have a second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth. The year after that, now 2017, remember where my highest pick was a fifth? I don't have the fifth, sixth, and seventh now, but now I have a second and a fourth. And I still have 2 years away from there, so I can easily start to wheel and deal to even get a first for that year. Then 2018, I also got a first and a second back. So those 2 years look like they were going to be shit draft years. Baby. Back to normal. We have our first rounder and 2 second rounders, right? Then 19, we don't have a second, but we have a first. And then 2020 is the year that we have everything again. So I've gone back and I've made sure that the years coming up, we will have appearances in the first and second round. Very important. You have to always continue to build. And even though I'm not going past 5 years, we're going to come up with some judging system at the end. So there we go. I like it, boys. I like it a lot. And those 2 defensemen that we traded, we weren't using them. They were just... Oh, Robin Regier. That's why I couldn't remember his name, because I picked him up on waivers. He wasn't even part of our team. He didn't play 1 game for our NHL team. So Robin Regier for a first and a second, which was great. And then Boychuk for a second and a fourth. Not bad. I must say, not bad. We rebuilt ourselves. Nope. I'm not even... I'm just going to skip all this. I don't even want to accept any type of trade. I have the draft picks. Don't want to accept any type of trade. Nobody on my team I want to trade away now. I have prospects and my first line team. And I'm not trading away draft picks now. It's almost like we're in automatic mode now. Alright. So 50, and what did I say? We have to wait. We have to go 10-6. Ooh, so we lost one. Now we have to go 10-5. Alright, so let's go to the end of the season here. Last game against Philly. We'll go to the 13th. Maybe we'll slow down that game. We're going to do these games fast, though. Oh, we lost 2 in a row. Damn. Damn, now we have to go 10-4. Come on now. Come on, don't lose to the Leafs. Yeah, there we go. All right, 9-4. We have to go 9-4. Come on, we can do it. I want to get 60 wins. There we go. 8-4. And I think 62 wins was the greatest, the highest season record by Detroit Red Wings. I saw in my channel comments. So if we can get 63 wins, that'd be sweet. I don't think it's going to happen now, though. Damn, we've already lost 3. I thought it was going to be an easy road. Seems like the trade deadline to the playoffs, man. We start to fall apart, but that's okay. We put enough wins in the old bank there that it doesn't matter what happens. Come on now. Can afford 2 more losses. I don't think we're going to beat the Detroit Red Wings and Steve Yzerman, but that's okay. That's okay. 60 wins in the new NHL. Whew. Hasn't happened. Oh, my God. What's going on? Come on. Oh, my God. All these losses. There you go. I can't lose another game. I have to run the table. Oh, we're not a 60-win team. What the hell, man? What the heck's going on? Why does that always happen? We started off so good, and then it's, whatever. You know what? Maybe it was just a bunch of good luck at the beginning, and then we're starting to get the bad bounces now. That's okay, though. Damn. I was hoping we wouldn't even get to 20 overall losses. 20. We have 23 right now. That's okay. I mean, still a solid freaking season. Yeah, you must say. Can Kovalchuk get the 50-goal mark? He's got one more game to do it. All right, simulate the last game. We're going to make the playoffs. We didn't get to 60 wins, boys. I know. The trade deadline to the playoffs, that's our worst stretch of all time. Seems like in our franchise. But that's okay. Finish the season with the win against the Philadelphia Flyers. So here we go. Let's wrap it up. Goals against average. Lehner. There you go. He's in the 3rd spot. Very nice. Tied to 2nd with Marc-Andre Fleury. Sweet. Save percentage, Lehner. He's in 3rd. Tied for 3rd. Awesome. So he's 3rd for goals against. 3rd for save percentage. Very nice. Very nice. Wins, Lehner with 58 wins. Wow. Unbelievable. Points. Kovalchuk and Thornton, 3rd and 4th. Very nice, boys. Oh, you should take them apart. Kovalchuk and Thornton, they're staying together. There we go. Goals and assists. Assists, Joe Thornton was 75. Very nice. Goals, Kovalchuk, 48. He didn't get the 50-goal mark, but nobody did, so he did win the Art Ross. Or Maurice Richard. Yes, Maurice Richard. Very nice, Kovalchuk. Very nice. Eastern Conference, there we go. 122 points. What a season. What a season. If you break the 120 point mark, whoo, unbelievable. Wow. LA 109 points. So we smoked the competition, absolutely smoked them. No one was even close to us. That's great. That is great. So let's go through our individual stats here quickly. Player stats, NHL. Let's see who performed for us, shall we? Let's see how Yakupov and Ted did. I want to see what Yakupov did in his rookie season. His rookie season, he was 85 overall. Yakupov probably won the Calder, hopefully. All right, so goals. Kovalchuk, Landeskog with 39. There you go. He can do more than just defend, boys. That was a good pickup. He has more goals now on that right wing than Shane Doan Ryder did in a single season, so he was the good pickup for us. Okay? Zach Parise, 28 goals. That's good. Remember, he's always been getting like 25, less than 25. So great season for Zach. Yakupov, 24 goals in his first season. Great. You can't ask for more. Travis Zajac, great. 20 goals. You know, he's the center. He's got 38 assists there. That's great. Great second line. Way to go. Joe Thornton only has 19 goals, but he's the assist man. He gives it to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk finishes. Way to go. So we had 5 players with at least 20 goals, which is great. 2 pretty much 40 goal scorers. Well, I mean, almost a 50. We had just a great team, basically. Great team. Almost a 50 goal scorer, almost a 40 goal scorer, and almost a 30 goal scorer, and then 2 20 goal scorers. Woohoo! Assists. Look at Big Joe. Look at the superstar. Every game, basically, he's passing the puck for an assist. 75 freaking assists. Unbelievable. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we look at points. Ilya Kovalchuk. That's why I didn't trade him, boys. At first, I thought I was going to put him on the trading block, but when you look at his overall for $6.6 million, I mean, he is a freaking steal. This ain't real life where he's getting old, getting tired, not caring. He's 92 in the 91 in the game. He plays like a 91. He simulates like a 91. And he's not worth a 91. He's worth like an 88, 89 overall player. So he's a steal. No point in trading him until he starts to trail off, or he won't even get to the end of his contract. I still think he's got 10 years. So, yeah, man, he's staying. He's staying. Zach Parise, 75 points on the second line. You can't ask for more. Almost a point a game on the second line. Landeskog, more goals than assists, but that's fine. That's fine. He's finishing for Joe Thornton. Look at the penalty minutes, though. Way to go. I love my Swedes. Nail Yakupov, great. He had more assists than goals, too. So there you go. The playmaker line, Zajac and Parise and Yakupov. They produce, boys. Not as much as the first line, but they produced. All more than 55 points. And Parise, 75 points. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We'll quickly look at our defensemen. Got to wrap this up. Defensemen, Adam Larson, Jake Gardner, Erik Karlsson. There you go. Look, Jake Gardner had the second in points, boys. So he is ready to go. That's right. He had more than Karlsson. Way to go. On the third line back there. So 48 points for Larson. Wow, that's great. That is great. And, of course, the man of the hour, Robin Lehner. Look at this. Look at this season. 2.01 goals against average. 58 wins. 18 losses. Goals against only 165. Save percentage. .927. Shutouts 8. Way to go. Way to go, Lehner. And he had 2 points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so let's quickly take a look at our GM tracker. We'll put a little bit in the... Actually, no, I want to save it for assistant coach. Maybe a good playoff run. We can get one more. Yeah. But I wanted to look at this. Okay, so... Woo! We did it, boys. Okay, I'll slowly go through this, and this will be the end here. We did it, though. Improvement in wins. I mean, let me do a little math here. This will take a second. 17 increase in wins from last year. Holy crapazoid. That's amazing. Losses. Oh my God. We dropped by 12. Overtime losses. Dropped that as well. Points increase of, how much is that? 29. Dear God. I think. It's so much I can't even do the math. Wow. I'm going all crazy here. I'm pushing buttons that I don't want to. Goals for 282. Couldn't break that 300 goal mark, but 282. Almost a 50 goal increase. There you go. And goals against average, we did it. That was my number one goal, to get that underneath 200 goals against. And we smashed that, getting 28 goals underneath. Incredible. Almost a 50 goal increase from last year against, goals against. So yeah, anything but a Stanley Cup win is a freaking disappointment. So here we go, boys. Playoffs is coming next, but let's see who we're facing. It's the New York Rangers, right across the river there. Ho, 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 ho. The New York Rangers versus the New Jersey Devils. Round 1 coming next.